Hello again, Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest edition of This Week in Kingston for the week ending July 22nd. Some really hot weather out there, obviously, and that weather is going to continue from what I understand through the weekend. If there is anybody out there watching who is looking for a cooling station, the Council on Aging building is open for a cooling station during regular work hours. If there's a need beyond that, please call the police dispatch, and they can help you with that and steer you in a location where there might be some air conditioning. But we want to make sure that everybody's as comfortable as they can be. If there's a need to get into the cool, I would welcome you and urge you to go to the senior center during the day and take advantage of the air conditioning in that building. Like I said, if there's something other than that, nights or weekends, there's certainly places to go visit potentially, but if there's a real need out there, please call dispatch and we'll try to help whoever we can try to meet whatever the medical needs are because of the heat. So please check on neighbors, check on family members, and be safe out there as far as that goes. As far as happenings in Kingston over the last week or so, a lot of items have been going on. I've mentioned the board meetings in the past, but just to go over a few things. As you may or may not be aware, Kingston as a town has been part of a purchasing program for electricity, and what that does is it provides buying power for our consultants to go into the marketplace and get a cheaper electric rate than what you're able to get on your own through Eversource. Electric aggregation is what it's called, and our contract expires in September 1st of 2022. Couldn't happen really at a worse time. I think everybody who has been aware of what's going on with electric costs, the costs have continued to increase. Unfortunately, it appears as though the cost per kilowatt hour that we're able to negotiate with power suppliers is going to increase as well. We don't have a final rate yet. The rates have been upwards of 17 cents per kilowatt hour, up from just under 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So there will be a pretty decent increase in the supply of the cost to supply power to everybody. We've got until the end of July to lock down a price in the marketplace. Our consultant is looking on a daily basis to see if there's going to be any sort of a drop that we can then quickly lock into and try to take advantage of. So, if we do change suppliers, everybody who's in the aggregation program now will just transfer over. If for some reason you want to leave or join, you're more than welcome to do either as often as you'd like to do that. There'll be information that we mail to every household in town to make you aware of what's happening, what the costs are going to be, and the contact information if you do want to either join or leave the group. So please be aware of that. I would say towards the end of July, early August, people will start receiving documentation from Constellation. Also want to let people know that we've had a brief discussion with Eversource. The town has with Eversource on seeing if we can acquire about a 3¼ acre piece of property abutting the Pembroke Street Fire Station to locate a new police station in town. I think it's been discussed at board meetings in the past, and Eversource is still doing their due diligence. We hope to hear something back from them by the end of August, so we're anxiously awaiting that. The new ladder truck that town meeting generously approved a little over a year ago is now in town and has been used in trainings by the fire department and is now in service. So if there's a need for a ladder truck call for service, you will see our town of Kingston's new ladder truck. I want to thank the fire chief and his his committee that put that truck together. I think it's going to serve the community very well for the next 20, 25 years. Also want to make people aware that our Conservation Commission received a $75,000 grant that has no town match to replace a metal pipe that's used to have the Jones River pass through or under, I guess, Lake Street. They'll be replacing that metal pipe with a more appropriate material structure that will enhance the passage of andronymous fish flowing in the river. So for those people who are nature lovers, this is a really good thing for the fish community and Kingston trying to do its part in trying to ensure that the Jones River stays as pristine as possible. Just one last reminder, next Friday, the 29th of July, it will be Kingston's Zip Trip down at Grace Beach. Fox25 News will be broadcasting from Grace Beach from 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning. Please feel free to come down with the Zip Trip activities. Fox25 brings down a large number of vendors that work with Fox25, and there'll be free giveaways for kids and knickknacks and things of that nature that people can pick up, games that people play, things of that nature that makes it for a really fun day. So we're hoping for a beautiful, sunny, a little bit cooler day than what we're going to have tomorrow. But I think as long as it doesn't rain, we'll take anything at this point. So please try to come down. You might get on TV, you might not, but it'll be a fun few hours. And again, it's a great opportunity for Kingston to really show a very positive message to the rest of the viewers and show what Kingston's all about. So please try to attend if you'd like to. And then lastly, if people can remember, a while ago, the town of Kingston had approved a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit for thickly settled and business districts in town. We have finally gone through the process of getting approval through Mass DOT and have ordered the signs to be installed. Those signs have started to be installed this week. So at the town lines of Kingston, you may notice some new signage letting people know that the speed limits are 25 miles an hour for thickly settled areas. Again, there's certain criteria that's supposed to be met to be thickly settled. Obviously, those are in areas where housing is more condensed. You don't have larger lots. Business districts, where there's some the downtown area on Summer Street, things of that nature. So we will be putting those signs up. There'll also be some information on the website as far as a list of roads that fit that criteria. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We're happy to try to answer any questions you have. It's not meant for every roadway, but it will hopefully assist areas in being safer for those both driving and either walking or riding their bikes. So again, finally got that squared away and moving forward. Beyond that, we've got a Board of Selectmen meeting next week where there'll be the Board of Selectmen and the school committee will be appointing a member to fill a vacancy on the school committee till next April. We'll be discussing some information that's on our long-term plan for the wastewater department, and a few other items, reviewing the some recommendations from the audit of federal funds that we received. So another fun-filled evening on a Tuesday night. Encourage everybody to watch or participate if you can. We will not be discussing some of the concerns that were raised at the last board meeting about selling some property. We're trying to work through that as best we can and get some feedback from everybody who's being impacted potentially by that. So that won't be discussed again next Tuesday night. Neither will the earth removal permit at the O'Donnell Sand Pit. We have, as I may or may not be aware, issued a cease and desist order for a zoning violation up there. We understand that activity is still going on. We frankly don't have the authority to stop it at this point, but we are going to court next Wednesday afternoon, excuse me, to seek an injunction to the court. So we will be hopefully stopping that if we need to, unfortunately, through the court system rather than through our zoning bylaws. So we'll let everybody know next week how that goes. With that, I want to just remind everybody, stay safe, stay hydrated, and enjoy the beautiful sunny weather if you can. With that, I want to thank you for watching again. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you again next week.